Hey folks, I want to talk about ADRs today. These are certificates denominated in US dollars representing shares of some foreign stock. When you look up the price of the ticker symbol of the ADR, it's going to be denominated in dollars. So you don't have to do any sort of currency conversions or anything like that. I own BTI as opposed to BATS. BTI trades in dollars, for example. Banks basically go and buy shares on the foreign market of this company and then allow you to purchase those shares. And sometimes they even have a custodial bank hold those shares. These shares can be a one-to-one representation. So, one share of whatever company represents one ADR, or sometimes that one ADR might represent multiple shares, and even sometimes I've heard fractional shares, even though I've personally never owned one that's fractional. A few that I own: Novo Nordisk, British Tobacco, BWAY, Imperial Brands, SHEL. Those are just a few that I own. Some of those represent one share, and I think one of the other ones represents four. I forgot which one, though. There's multiple levels of ADRs, with level 3 having the strictest reputation or reporting requirements. Level 1 basically being the riskiest. There are also unsponsored ADRs, which most of the time carry no voting rights. These are ADRs without approval of the foreign company. They aren't involved in any way. So basically less oversight, lower liquidity. It's probably in your best interest if you can stick with level 3 and level 2 at the absolute lowest, and probably want to stick with sponsored ADRs. Now, why would you want to purchase ADRs? Well, you can purchase foreign stocks without the hassle of entering foreign stock markets or doing, currency conversions in your head. You get diversification beyond your own borders. You get currency diversification as well. In the case of a weak dollar against a stronger foreign currency, you're actually coming out better. Like right now, my British stocks have been giving me some really nice dividends because of this. Like anything else, there are cons to ADRs as well. They usually have an ADR fee, which is 0.01 to 0.03 cents per share. This is very small, by the way, and it usually shows up when you get the dividend. However, even if the stock doesn't pay a dividend, you still may get a little bit of a charge. I own BWAY, which just so happens to be an Israeli stock, and I got a charge one day, and I was like, what is this? And then I remembered, I was like, oh, it's an ADR. It has a fee associated with it. And like I said, these are not like some gigantic fees. Another disadvantage is check and make sure you're getting qualified dividends versus non-qualified dividends. Most of them, because they're foreign stocks, most of them are non-qualified dividends, which means higher taxes. Another con is foreign taxes. Some countries have tax treaties with the U.S. Each country has different rates that it's going to charge. You need to look this up. At the same time, you can claim it at the end of the year if you hold it in a taxable account. This tax stuff, foreign tax stuff, is simply beyond the scope of this video because every country is unique and every situation is unique. So you need to research the ADR before you buy it. Another risk is currency risk. So if the underlying currency of the foreign stock gets weaker, you might actually get less dividends. I'm going to provide some links underneath this video that will send you to a list of available ADRs by country. One of them is topforeignstocks.com. Another one is StocksRay. So you can look at this and maybe find, pick a country and then find ADRs for each of those countries. So that's all for today. Some of you had asked questions about foreign stocks and buying them, and I think ADRs are probably the easiest way to do this. So hopefully this video has helped you out. Happy investing.